Match of the day, and let's drop it like it's hot.
Talking about Water West on the go when you need him. Oh, he's just out there, but then again, he's not near enough for me to kiss him, but no, that's not something I want to do anyway. But just jumping into the game, ladies and gentlemen, we do see here featured players, Muffin, Apple, San, and also Pende. So looks like we do see here Apple with 44 kills. That's a big number here for one person.
That's quite true, and the thing is, how can they keep consistency here? Because it seems like it's not really a good run for some of this team, but is really actually doing quite okay.
Yep, and we want to thank our observers once again for making this all happen. XCRY and get top cast Zai as well. We're watching you, Zai. We know 5 more games and you're going to hit that 100 mark.
It's not going to be today. It's not going to be today.
Don't worry, boy. We're keeping an eye. We're letting him know that we care about the games observed.
Oh yeah, we absolutely do, and of course everyone else out there. So without them, there's nothing for us to care of because there will not be any game. But just look at this axis; they're going towards north, all alone to themselves. Choo they come up with a theory that just go north because no one is there. Axis is actually doing it.
Yeah, you have to agree. It has been like that all the games. If you want to be the last one, like if you want to play position points, just go north all the way. You have your loot, you have everything geared up and stocked up. But nobody gonna contest you that much based on the south one. Look at it.
Oh no, my heart melts just looking at that moment. Looks like they will lose Grim. Their captain.
Yep, that was a little too fast than I would have expected. It looks like teams are dropping very aggressively as well. Divinity isn't scared of anybody anymore, and they have taken out some of the other teams within the first rotation. Oh, looks like Bapak got rolled over by BTR very literally with a car. Not sure which one just yet, but we need to see who is going to be the conclusion of this particular bout here, because it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon.
Oh, looks like Bart will be sent back to the lobby from Bapak. BTR getting that kill point up on the rack, and now we do see here same compound, FV versus Divinity Esports. Do you really want to go for it? Because, well, Divinity Esports, they seem to have the bigger compound. They probably have the numbers against them, and they did lose their captain, which is Grim. Not a good start for FV. So FV, we did see them didn't do really well in the standings. They don't want to continue on with this trend.
The thing is, the captain is in call leader as well, and if you die, it's okay because you get wider vision. Remember, you can cover small visualization on that, but look at that, without anything, just a iron sight scope tricks. Already trying to pre-fires on every side here. They're kind of really hard to get themselves. I don't think Sleep is actually having any regen stuff.
Yeah, and that's kind of the issue right now. Sleep has to kind of dig around for some kind of form of utility, maybe look for a vehicle to escape, because again, if you go on foot and try to run away, you're probably going to get run down by Divinity as you're leaving the area. So again, it's one of those situations where it's either you're all in or you're all out.
Yeah, but in this situation, I would say just go all out, as in out from the compound. That's what I'm saying, guys. I'm saying, let me explain myself. Just go out of the compound. I can say all in, right? Then they go like, oh yeah, let's go in the compound. It doesn't sound right.
Just go north.
Just go north. Yeah, just go north.
Winter is coming. Just go north.
Wow, good reference there. I get that.
Don't worry, Lord Stark. We'll figure it out one day. But Divinity don't seem to be as aggressive as I would like them to. They do understand that there is a oh wow, okay, talking about going north. Looks like FV is going to scale the hill real quick and get on over it. And there we go, one winner chicken dinner for the side of FV. But not to mention that their overall performance previously up till this point wasn't too bad. Like, they were in the middle of the pack consistently. They did get one winner chicken dinner. However, today it's just something has happened to them, and you definitely see that they are a lot sloppier than usual.
Yeah, it is quite obvious as well that something has happened to them, and I do hope that they somehow climb their way back, at least in this last game as well. And now moving over to Tara, looks like they have that compound all to themselves. Same goes for Team Secret, not going to be challenged. Yuhai all to himself, having this entire building for him to loot. You don't want to let this boy loose and get all the good stuff that he needs.
The thing is about Secret, right? I noticed when it comes to Miramar, they always have the same rotation. When they actually looted out from St. Martin, straight away they go on the high peak of the mountain. just on the outskirts of St. Martin as well. But looking at this, I don't see Rose Esport is having a great journey. It's either go down to El Pozo or just down to Hacienda, which will be gatekept by Tara and Team Secret. Same goes for Axis, but they can rotate a little bit late there. Not really a big problem. They can just opt out to go a little bit on the Tierra Bronca side and cross the Ville, and just the moment it go into the circle, the rest of the team will actually dissolve already inside of the center of it.
I think we also have to talk about the landscape, that if, you know, MRE wants to take towards the north side, right? They follow if you follow the road, it'll hit into town. But however, the gatekeeping is strong, so the only other option for them to go is through the hillside, and that's where they'll meet WoW as well. So again, they don't exactly have the best options in terms of where they need to rotate to. They kind of just have to power right on through the blockade.
Yep, same goes for the northern side as well. H2O as well as Impunity. Just look at this. They are passing by each other. But are they going to give them that respect?
Yes,
but it looks like, oh, Kagura with the shots go up. But oh my goodness. Kagura, the anime hero. And Kagura for that long shots. But connects, but not enough. But they managed to take out one. So that's 1 point in the bag.
And that's what I call respect.
Yeah, but total respect and easy kill at that. And Jaeger apparently only have bandages and a couple of painkillers there. The rest of the team have to migrate into the circle. They really need to land themselves some good compound. We can see no helmet, only level 1 vest. That's not a good news for them.
Yeah, not good at all. Now we switch over to Team NoRecoil. They got themselves their first chicken dinner in the tournament today, so they are in a pretty good spot. They have always been somewhere in the middle, a little bit out of the radar, but they've always been there, not falling too far away, so they're kind of okay.
I would agree as well, but looking here at Tone WoW, looks like they do have vehicles as well. They are going from town to town, looting as they go. So far, they are pretty much uncontested towards the northwestern side of the map. And it looks like they are giving up the position from the high ground as well. So that just means the MRE might have an opportunity to get into the circle this time.
But, well, I don't know. The thing is, MRE has to go so many teams just now. Team Secret is one of them. There's so many teams actually gatekeeping, which is we're talking about Tara, and there's also Team Secret. We know how these guys really go for the kill volume. Always go for the kills if you don't actually secure position points. But in Team Secrets, on the other hand, they actually segregate into 2 teams and 2 pairs here. We know that 2 of them will go for the kills, the other 2 will secure more onto the positioning, right? Especially Macho and Biu Biu, they are more concerned about positioning. But back down in Chumasira, quite quiet this time. I'm surprised because usually there are a couple of numbers of teams who like to contest themselves around Chumasira.
Yeah, that's right, but looks like everyone, maybe this is the last game, so they want to take it a chill pill. They want to end the day in a high, hopefully to get that chicken dinner, if not as high as possible in terms of their placement. So it'll be very interesting to see, but that may also mean that towards the later circle, circle 5, circle 6, we may see a bloodbath there. And now let's look over to Divinity Esport. Oh, looks like doing a little car flip there. Juggernaut, just need to calm down there, let your driver know.
It's just FV, he's just watching the conflict happening, not doing anything about it. That's surprising.
I bet he's just whispering over the wall, over the cubicle wall, just be like, check out this barrel roll. Check out the sweet roll.
Probably, but bumping into Resurgence very soon, Team Secret. Oh well, are they gonna engage or not? Respecting or not, looking at that.
It's kind of hard to say because again, Team Secret does have all the convoys here, while Resurgence, they don't exactly. Oh, they actually do have everybody. It looks like they did found their last vehicle as they will start rolling out to get into the circle here. The question is whether or not they're going to take the exact same path, because you could take an unorthodox path up the hills and you might get spotted by a team, or you can potentially take a longer path with the roads. It's kind of up to you.
Oh, but again, now moving over to Team Secret, looks like they've got Bapak to deal with, and Bapak has lost Bart earlier in the game, so now it's a numbers game there that doesn't favor towards Bapak. They do have the compound to themselves as well, but then again, Bapak, Team Secret, they are somewhere in a fighting position. Team Secret, do you really want to take this at this point? It is still 16 teams though, so looks like Biu Biu is making the call to get away, and Bapak R6, we do see a shot being flied out, but again, it does connect a little bit, but not too much, and Team Secret will move away from this compound.
Yeah, try the gatekeep area on the Los Leones here. This is actually their territory for Bapak. They have been landing here from the airdrop of the airplane itself. And this is the first drop where they are actually trying to hold this compound. I'm surprised how rotation done by Team Secret is absolutely different from what they had before. But look at this. Bigetron.
Okay,
Oh no.
not bad, not bad. Pew Pew didn't die to his own vehicle there, so at least he was able to jump out just in time, make some distance before the explosion does happen. However, he is kind of pinned down here, but you can see that just behind him on the top of the hills, that the rest of Team Secret kind of want to take this fight now because Pew Pew is pinned down.
Yep, Biu is pinned down, and the rest of Team Secret, they may want to go for the save now. Looks like some long shots happening here from Team Secret just to give that cover enough for the rest of them to go get Biu, and we do see here eye shots, the best sniper possible for Team Secret. Getting ready with those long shots, just try to fend off Kevin from afar.
Not even scoping at the
Oh,
point.
man,
He's
it's-
just doing it based on his hunch and that crosshair. That's really, really a long shot by Aisha. Imagine if that landed on the top of that for Bigetron.
That would have been an impressive shot. Like, you can barely see the tops of their heads at this point. But, you know, Bigetron here, Miramar, not exactly their best map, only because trying to push people in this particular map is so situational and is limited very much by structures. And I think that's the biggest difficulty because Miramar is so large. To get to a structure, there's a lot of expansive space you have to traverse, and in that time, your vehicles could get gunned down by the rest of the enemy team that you're rushing. So they are waiting for particular conditions before they say, yes, we can commit to this all in.
Yep, and talking about vehicles, looks like Axis and also Tara, they are close by with each other. Tara just keeping their vehicles to themselves, and now Epi needs to be saved. Jake, will you make it in time? And oh, looks like the shots onto Jake now. It's 50% now, but then Lyrian have his eyes on oh, looks like Jake will be knocked as well, and the two members of Axis, they are in hot soup here.
It's a direct crosshair on the Lynx territory as well. Look at that, a lot of damage, kills 33, and that kind of a high volume coming out from Tara. We do know Tara is one of the teams that really going for kills now instead of just playing placement. At the same time, they are picking on Axis here.
Oh.
Axis being ambushed by somebody else from the side of the flanks as we speak because the taps just now didn't take down the HP. It was on the other side of the hill.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. I'm surprised they wanted to take a not really take a fight, but take pot shots at Axis from that range.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
They just have to do it.
Yeah.
Just have to get the stats high. Will it hit 10 marks, like 10 kill pan marks?
I mean, we're really close to it, so I would very much like to see the 10 pan kill marks. But let's look at the next circle for this phase here. It is right over Picado. A lot of teams towards the southern side. The northern side is a little less populated, but especially for Miss Rose, like I mentioned the last time. WoW decided to move out of that position, allowing them to rotate fast. Ah, now 7-Up! Can he actually pull this through? Oh, unfortunately, Hi was on the other side of the corridor. They take out H2O, the last members of H2O here. Looks like their squad has been wiped as well. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Man, again, my heart melts. H2O being the first team to go out. It's just not
maybe
good for
because it's
them.
not enough water for this map for them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there you go.
There you go, guys.
Okay, back to the game. Divinity is actually parked themselves on top of a mountain here. Traitor happened to pass by, and apparently they didn't catch him on the spot because he just made it on time. Dingoz, on the other hand, this is a team that we are watching out today. They have been playing super aggressive today.
Yeah, and not only aggressive, they've been securing a lot of these kills, which have really set them apart from a lot of these other teams in the standings themselves. 18 kills within that first. No one has been able to catch up since.
That's quite true, and the thing is, the circle ended up in Picado. This is really is a hard terrain to play. Look at that, so many hills and so many slopes. On top of that, the hills is really steep, like 90 degrees flat steep.
Oh yeah, it's really, really steep. But then again, what's going to be really steep is this encounter with Bigetron as well. Bigetron is just on the other side of this hill. Kevin looks like he will make for the run for it. But oh, looks like another pan kill by Yuhai, it seems. And I believe we should be touching double digits now.
We should be. We're gonna have to wait and see when the stats come up once more.
Hey, there you
And
go.
10!
Oh!
Hey!
Hey!
10 pan kills and 10 punch kills. Hell yeah.
One thing we should celebrate about, because today is a good day for most of us, but not for the players. Down to Nat. They are trying to engage, but Divinity going on Traitor. Ooh! Last hit on Tricks here.
Okay, not bad so far. However, they have to deal with the backline here. One more member of Traitor does go down. Ooh, that's actually a really tough shot overall, but Juggernaut is trying to be Overwatch here. Doesn't exactly have the high ground, but he does get a couple of clips. Can he actually turn? Frontex is going to be the first one to go down, and he's got another one in his sights. Single fire on this M16, effectively chunking out at least 150% of HP from the members of Traitor. As Conspire comes in to try and clean up shop. He's a little low. He might need some help here, but doesn't need it. And eventually coming in, especially with a micro Uzi. Traitor goes out.
Ooh. Conspire, they did the business there. That's looking really, really good for them. But now moving on to Bapak 6. They do have Team Secret just right in front of Team Secret. Have a full squad, while Bapak only have 3 team members. 6 now. Prepping out the grenade, will go up, but looks like another team is close by. But then again, all eyes onto Bapak versus Team Secret at this point. They are in a little bit of a stalemate there, both teams within the circle, so we may see a wait there.
Oh, Divinity just have to march in with the vehicle now at this moment, at this very moment, and walk into Bapak's territory. And look at that Team Secret, also saw this coming. What were they taking? Juggernaut just park himself in front of Bapak's territory. This is not great for Divinity. Every single time they do this, and why? And this is just a bad moment for them.
So far, no deaths just yet. They're holding their position. They decided to pull all the way back. A smart call from Bapak going for the outskirts of this structure so far. But the rest of the teams are just going out. Oh no! Impunity! They also want a part of this from Team Secret. They're taking shots on the left-hand side. Unfortunately, one member of Impunity does go down. Bubu was ready to take him out. He's got to be careful as Jaeger is there as well. Gouda Jelly is the first to die from the side of Impunity. But the rest of them are just getting gunned down one by one.
And now, looks like Matoy, they are still in the building. They're still keeping eyes on their opponent, but then Jaeger, just at the side of the eye shots, have eyes, but then again the breath is shot. Eye shots get knocked out, but the rest of Team Secret goes in and mobs them out. Eye shots will be revived. Divinity Esports, they are in the same building as Bapak as well. Who will take control of this building?
Oh, the moment Divinity charged right, Impunity has to do the same thing too, and they attract all the tensions onto Impunity, who got wiped out even though the last one to actually arrive. Look at this circle right now, right in the center of Picado. But wow, Team NoRecoil and Net are going at it. There's so many teams on the south and a little bit on the west of the map. Well, Rose Esport did the right call going on the north.
Yeah, but look at Tara as well. They're also gatekeeping Resurgence from getting into the circle, but back to the main action right in the center. We can already see Team Secret, Bapak, Divinity, as well as Bigetron all within the same town here. It's going to be close quarters combat coming from Divinity and Bapak. But he comes in with a micro Uzi here. He's trying to pull out through. He hops over the wall. 6 goes down. Unfortunately, he tries so hard. Divinity take out Bapak with no casualties, but a lot of knockdowns here. That's going to cost them some currency.
Oh, but now switching over to Team Secret, looks like Sleep will be taken out.
Another
kill. Oh my god! What is this?
What was that? The moment he won a ban, they just bombard with a nade, and it's from Nat as well. That taught a lot for you. I never take it too easy for that guy, but beyond the side of this, still have to watch out for the rest of them. There's only 2 men left for Team Secret right now. Resurgence, on the other hand, going against Tara on the side of Picado's a little bit outskirts of the other rest of the team. But Resurgence, how are they going to approach this?
I don't know. They're 2 members down already. It's between Iron Pro and Small Boy, and Small Boy has already taken a couple of shots. However, Lyrian is the first one to be knocked down, and that's going to be big for them because now from the side angle, Iron Pro might have an opportunity to take the other flanker, reset, and they have an opportunity to actually wipe this squad.
And now Arm tries to fend it off with the Molotov, but then again, they do have the numbers though, and now the circle is not on the side of Resurgence. Resurgence will need to go in. We will see the circle close in right now into an open area. This will be really, really tricky towards the final few circles.
How are they going to play this time round? But again, Rose Syndicate up on the north side because WoW decided to go more towards the western side, have opened up an area to actually move in through that landscape. So this is beneficial for them.
Oh, Tara now Muffin tosses out the smoke, but they need to make a run for it because They have a vehicle here. They need to make a run for it. If not, they'll be pinned down by RSG. RSG have eyes onto Tara right now. Small boy with the high ground shots being fired, but nothing connects at the moment. Small boy just goes up and down. Tara, they're all around circling. But then again, Muffin is just waiting. A small boy cooking up the grenade. Will make the toss onto the side of Muffin.
Underhanded
Wait
toss.
for it. He's winning. Oh, it's somebody else. Team NoRecoil actually just managed to get wow on the explosion. But Small Boy trying to kill the clutch. But Mato on the other hand still going to against so many Divinity on this side. And Mato trying to clutch it in. I don't think it's going to hit anybody yet. Oh, it's not going to be hitting. But a little bit on impact that Divinity just trying to reposition himself. Resurgence being wiped out by Tara Esports just now. And Mata repositioned himself. He's the solo player holding this structure by himself, going against 4 men right now.
This is tough, but he has grenades. The grenades are making quite a difference. It's forcing out currency from a safe distance as well. Yeah, Matoy is going to pull on backwards, but look at the rest of the teams fighting for this town. I mean, Bigetron also having to deal with their own problems with Squad 15. Their Axis also wants a piece of the pie.
And now looks like Bigetron, they are coming into the same compound as well as the rest of them. And now Bigetron Hydra here just moving the vehicle closer and closer. Divinity is still locked in with Matoy. Bigetron is in the middle of everyone else. We do see Axis onto Kevin. Looks like Kevin will be taken down. And now Tara is moving as well as Dingoz is well on the left side of the map. Everyone's starting to come together.
I noticed Matoy is not the center of attention right now because it seems to be Bigetron attract everything on their side here. Divinity got deferred from Matoy to Bigetron Hydra exactly, which have also access behind. Dingoz there as well. This is a really crowded corner of Picado here.
Yeah, so many people in different levels of the structure. So it's where do you really take? How do you approach this? How do you go into that and sweep it floor by floor when there's multiple teams coming in it? It's going to be very, very messy real soon. However, once that blue closes it, it's going to force a lot of these teams out of that structure.
Oh, and FV, Unbeatable Gaming, unfortunately, they will be eliminated at the 10th place. Mata is still hanging on to this against Divinity. They are not going in for it at this point. And a lot of that circle. This time, Mata will need to make a run for it. Lyrian have his eyes on Axis at this point. Blue circle will move, and it looks like Mata is taken out by Juggernaut. Divinity managed to take out Team Secret for the second time today.
On the 9th place as well. That's not a happy shout just now by Matoy. He tried his best to hold you, but now back to Bigetron going against Divinity. This is something else. Divinity hits 10 kills mark for the first time. I'm seeing this.
Yep, looks like they have found their stride. They're clearing building by building, floor by floor, nading them as they go and restocking on the nades later on. Looks like the Molotov is going to force Hydra into this room. He could look to hop out of that window. However, it could be a little scary to do. He catches on fire. He has to apply the bandage real quick before he gets chunked out. He's already at 50% HP, and now Divinity start running through. Unfortunately, they trade 1 for 1, but that isn't going to be enough as Naeem, watching his comrade fall, forced to do nothing about it.
Oh, can't do much about it. Looks like Divinity is on a roll at this point. Impact looks like he will jump from building to building. Naeem is all day one right now. Naeem comes out, but then again, there's another team member. But looks like Juggernaut will be knocked out. Impact from behind. Will need to spray the shots. Impact a little bit more. Naeem with 50% life. And looks like Trixie will go down as well. Impact is still alive now, but there's only 10% life. Zolly goes in and out. Naeem cooking out the grenade. Will toss the grenade real soon. Miss Rose Esports be sent back to the lobby. That grenade just on point, and now BTR is hanging on to this. Divinity will be sent back to the lobby at 5th place.
Beautiful discipline by Bigetron just now counting out how much HP.
What? No way! What a shot coming out of TNRs! Holy cow!
That was the longest we've seen today.
I'm still trying to catch my breath from that shot. How did it even see that? That's insane. We are now down to the top 3 teams. Ladies and gentlemen, BTR, Chill, Net, 3 and Team NoRecoil with 4. Will this be the second chicken for Team NoRecoil today? Still taking out Luxy. Luxy now is in trouble, needs to be saved, but it's not easy for them. They are out in the open.
The first time ever, I'm looking at 6-phase game down to only 3 teams. Usually they have like 8 to 10 teams left, but this is going so wild. Stewart taking net on the side here. It's 4 versus 2 versus 2, and things are not doing great, who are actually outnumbered.
Yeah, and Team NoRecoil here looking to win this win the whole thing altogether. BTR really just out in the open, like they can't really move from this. If the next circle doesn't go, at least it's pretty much over here. It's really Team NoRecoil's game to lose. They have everything in their power to win this. They just need to gatekeep these two teams from moving out, and the circle will take them out. Make sure they have no vehicles, and you've won the game.
Yes, now patience is key at this point. They're sending Sinbi into the circle just to be hopefully the last one to be alive. But then again, just look at the position where he's in the circle. He still has structure to help him. So they have all to win it. It's their round to lose, really. TNR, Team NoRecoil, may just clutch a second chicken today.
And trying to find a Bigetron positioning, but look at it, net is clumping themselves, squeezing into that just a little bit of corner, narrow space there, but they still manage to fight it out with a pistol shot. That's a lot of damage taken out for Sinbi, almost knocked one down. It's really close, look at that tap!
Oh.
He saw them, that pistol shot! Oh, the Blazer just have to butt in now.
Yeah, the rest of the team is gonna. Oh, Dolly! He got spotted out! What? How did he see him there? Oh boy, now it's between BTR as well as Sinbi. Oh, BTR against Sinbi so far. The rest of the team is just making sure that Naeem can't really walk up. He's got nothing left. That last bit of smoke in the circle, this is just excruciating to watch.
Naeem is all low, but I mentioned knockdown 1, but Naeem may sacrifice himself and Tina winner, second winner, second one for Team NoRecoil!
Congratulations to Team NoRecoil there after a very, very weak performance in the second half of week 1. They're coming back with some strong chicken dinners here as well. They are adding up their points.
2 times in a day. No other teams actually got themselves twice today except for Team NoRecoil. That's a big, huge statement there. Speaking of that, I think they are pretty happy. They haven't got themselves that much chicken dinner unless today, which is the start of every